Live from the KHOU 11 studios and streaming on KHOU 11 Plus, your news starts now. And now at 6, pothole problems in downtown Houston. We're taking your concerns to the city to find out what's being done to fix it.
Also, a big rig crash is causing a chemical spill, and a bus full of students are treated for exposure. The latest on their condition and evacuations in the area.
Also tonight, growing concerns over immigration agents entering your child's school. A local school district shares how they're responding. But up first this evening, breaking news. A Memorial Village's police officer is in critical condition after a head-on collision in the Beaumont area during an off-duty job. This happened at around 1 o'clock on State Highway 62 near County Road 3147. We're told Officer Craig Taylor was one of 2 motorcycle officers escorting a wide load and diverting traffic onto the shoulder when a pickup truck hit Taylor. He was flown to the hospital for life-threatening injuries. The driver of the pickup was not injured. Officer Taylor is a 7-year veteran. We'll be sure to keep you updated on his condition. Also this evening, President Trump is making good on a promise to begin an immigration crackdown. Plans to round up undocumented immigrants have begun in places like New York and New Jersey.
And with agents allowed to make arrests at churches, hospitals, and schools, there is concern across the country. Katia Winfrey speaking with teacher advocates and legal experts to learn what those impacts could look like here in our area. Katira?
Well, Lynn and Mia, every school-age child is allowed to go to school. That's the first message advocates say parents should know. And that when you fill out your child's enrollment, nowhere are you required to indicate your immigration status. But even with that right, there is still fear. Tackling illegal immigration is a campaign promise President Donald Trump is standing by in his first days in office.
They have been flying under the radar. I'm sure that they're not going to say, oh, hello, I have a question. What am I supposed to do about my child?
Jackie Anderson is president of the Houston Federation of Teachers and shared this letter from Houston ISD with KHOU 11. The letter states policies haven't changed when it comes to protecting student information from law enforcement, but offers no plan for teachers.
Are they supposed to go get the child? Are they not supposed to go get the child? Are they supposed to refuse?
While HISD's letter doesn't answer those questions, it does say law enforcement won't be granted access to students or student information until the district legal services looks things over. We also reached out to Alief ISD, and in a statement, the district said in part, Alief ISD recognizes that with a new federal administration, proposed changes to existing laws and regulations, many of which impact Texas schools, including immigration policy changes, may come.
What we desperately need from school leaders at this time is to be really bold and clear.
Morgan Craven is National Director of Policy and Advocacy and Community Engagement at IDRA, a nonprofit educational advocacy organization, and says concern is spreading around Texas and districts need to act now to ensure staff knows what to do.
If everyone in the district does not know what to do until the time happens to do it, it's too late.
She says districts can't ask students or parents to disclose immigration status or ask questions that could expose it.
So no, we don't want to cross the bridge when we get to it. We want to know what's expected for us to do when the bridge comes.
And the IDRA also encourages districts to have trauma-informed care services on standby because any arrests or raids can be traumatic for young people, even if they are not directly targeted. Back to you.
All right, Katira, thank you. The driver of an 18-wheeler veers off the road you see here and crashes up in San Jacinto County this morning, causing a major chemical spill that sent dozens, including children on a school bus, to the hospital. Happened about 6:30 this morning on FM 1725 near FM 3081. Air 11 showing you the scene. Texas DPS says an 18-wheeler was going north on FM 1725 when, for reasons still unknown, the driver left the roadway and the truck overturned. The driver died. Authorities say more than 1,000 gallons of sulfur dioxide spilled out of a ruptured tanker. Officials are urging residents in dozens of nearby homes to evacuate. It is unclear when they'll all get the all clear to return. Some people left as a precaution.
Headed out because they didn't want anything to happen. We've taped up all the doors just in case. But unfortunately, I can't take all my animals. I have a bunch of big dogs.
Cold Spring Oakhurst CISD confirms a school bus you see there carrying 29 students drove through the affected area right after the accident. The students and the bus driver were taken to a hospital and were all medically cleared.
With Astros Fan Fest happening tomorrow at Dyken Park, downtown Houston is going to be bustling. It should come as no surprise to expect a lot of traffic.
Going to be a lot of traffic as baseball starts to ramp up. You'll want to be on the lookout, however, for potholes. Michelle Choi went to check out some road craters just a few blocks from the stadium and looks into what is being done about it.
Yeah, this is at the intersection of Franklin and Charter Street. Today we got a tip about a large pothole in this area that people were concerned about, which if you take a look is actually a double pothole located side by side and deep enough to retain water. It's a double pothole that'll catch you off guard if you're not paying attention.
It's a mess.
Even if you are driving through it.
You just like sink in and like, it's like it totally all broke and you're just looking at it like this makes no sense.
Or around it is still a challenge.
These potholes are ridiculous. I done got 3 wheels in a matter of a month, man. They need to fix them. And it's right here downtown.
In fact, we tested it for ourselves. I'm on Charters, about to turn right onto Franklin. I can see the pothole right in front of me, and I can tell you it is nearly impossible to avoid. And even if you go slow, it's definitely one bumpy ride. A popular thoroughfare, we reached out to Houston Public Works to see when these potholes would be filled and fixed. The city tells us the trouble spot is on their radar, and while their goal is to repair potholes by the next business day, the winter storm has caused some delays, but they say they'll repair this one as soon as possible. And the city will likely get busier in the coming months, with more potholes due to freezing conditions producing ice and snow on the roads this week. Houston Public Works owns and maintains 16,000 lane miles of streets across Houston. To put that into perspective, that's the distance to Tokyo and back. In fact, according to the city, they have one of the most aggressive pothole repair programs in the country and a 94% success rate when it comes to filling potholes called into 311. That's the number Houstonians can call to report issues. So far this year, they've already proactively filled more than 3,000 potholes in addition to the 88 potholes people had reported. Yeah, the numbers you just saw there are from the city's online pothole tracker. Now, if you go to houstonpotholes.org, you can actually monitor repairs and work that's being done in real time. And if you want to report any issues you encounter on Houston roadways, just click on Report a Pothole Online and fill out a service request. That you can do online if you don't want to call 311. By the way, the tracker was launched during the start of then Mayor Sylvester Turner's administration after a series of investigations by KHOU 11 into Houston's potholes and lack of accountability for road conditions. Guys, back to you.
Michelle Choi will take it from here. Thank you. An update for you this evening. Yesterday, we told you Rodeo Houston is hosting a job fair tomorrow at NRG Park. The fair has now been moved inside NRG Stadium in the East Club. This means if you're going, you should park in the blue lot. Rodeo Houston is looking to fill several positions like concession workers, cashiers, bartenders, carnival ride attendants, and security. The job fair will run from 10 a.m. in the morning until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Again, that is tomorrow. You can find applications right now on our website, KHOU.com.
All right, switching gears to the weather. Live look outside. It is gorgeous after quite the week of historic snowfall.
Yeah, David Paul, enjoy it while we can, though, right? We have some rain on the way.
Yeah, what a week it's been with a real snow day for Houston. That was just amazing. Now we're going to get wet. We're going into a wet weather pattern now. Beautiful this evening. Really, it's going to be a pretty good day on Saturday. That slight chance for a 20% evening shower doesn't come in until the evening. But then as we head into Sunday, it may get stormy, especially in the afternoon and evening on Sunday, with a 70% chance for rain. That will kick off a rainy weather pattern. Outside right now, it's getting chilly. Sugar Land at 52 now. It's 50 at Hobby, 47 Galveston. Huntsville is at 53. Neighborhood Weather Network, Atascocita, Deltawood Trail, you're at 51. NASA, the Clear Lake area, Mill Garden Courts at 50 right now, our weather instrument there. In the morning, above freezing but cold to start your Saturday. 40s and 30s inside and around the Beltway and the Loop. Harris County, let's see, Cypress 35 in the morning, above freezing. 40 in Jacinto City, 40 in Channelview, and then across the board, we might see a light freeze for an hour or so up toward Brenham and Navasota and Columbus, but that's it. Everybody else cold but above freezing. Then we'll rebound into the upper 60s in some neighborhoods tomorrow afternoon. Now, you'll notice this as we go into the afternoon. Clouds are going to really be on the increase. Take a look at future track. Watch, here comes the afternoon. Whoosh, clouds thicken up. Kind of a dreary afternoon. And you may see a little sprinkle as we get into the late afternoon and evening, but that's the beginning of a wet weather pattern that really takes shape on Sunday. Scattered showers across the board as we head into Sunday morning. I think most of this is light, but it's there. Then as we go into the afternoon, that's 2:30. Some thunder showers begin to pop up as well. Some brief heavy rain in some spots is possible, and some of those showers may linger into the late afternoon and even into the evening on Sunday. As far as a flood risk, it's really minimal. It's marginal technically. What that means is some of the downpours may cause minor ponding on roadways, but that can snarl traffic on Sunday, and Sunday traffic just seems to be even busier than during the week in some cases in Houston these days. Sunday rain totals 1.5, maybe 2 inches in some spots. Again, not talking about flooding of bayous or creeks, but some roadways could see ponding on them during that. Now look at this. There's wet Sunday for Texas and Houston. Still a chance for scattered showers on Monday, and again on Tuesday, and again on Wednesday. So the ground's going to be getting saturated. We go into Thursday, could be some heavy rain. We go into Friday, again, this is next week, heavy rain on top of all the rain we've had that week. This could lead to some more higher level flood threat for the end of next week. It's too early to put an alert on it, but I am just kind of highlighting it. We could see heavy rain that causes some problems going into Thursday and Friday of next week. Until then, beautiful Saturday, but then rain chances begin Sunday, and then we'll just call it unsettled, and temperatures are cool to mild Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. That's where we stand. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Houston Mayor John Whitmire has to pay up.
Yeah, the mayor making good on a bet he made with the Kansas City mayor before the Texans-Chiefs playoff game last weekend. Kansas City Mayor Quentin Lucas bet Whitmire if the Texans won, he would send Kansas City barbecue to Houston. Whitmire accepted the wager and promised Papa's barbecue if the Chiefs won, then raised him by some Irma's Mexican food. Well, we all know how that game turned out. Houston season ended in a 23-14 loss. Some would say the refs were to blame for the outcome after a couple of questionable personal foul penalties against the Texans. And apparently, our mayor agrees. Listen to what he told the Kansas City mayor on the phone this morning.
And this morning, I talked to him personally and let him know that his winnings are on the way, but he really needs to share it, probably about 50-50 with the refs.
Yeah, so if you didn't catch that, Mayor Whitmire said KC needs to share all the delicious food with the refs who called the game. Mayor Whitmire showing some shade. I need that pullover, too, that he had on. That was nice.
That was nice. Mr. Mayor letting them know.
Representing.
50% to the refs. Ooh.
Go ahead now. I'm not mad at him. Hey, thanks for joining us this evening. We're back with the news at 10 on KHOU and KHOU 11+.
For now, we want to take you to Discovery Green downtown for this moment of Zen.